Here we go. I am live. We are ready. It is Euro 2024. It is the final. It is Spain versus England. I am live. I am early. I was sitting here. Usually for these Euro games, we go live like 15 minutes before kickoff. But I said, screw that. Okay. It is the final. We are here. England, back-to-back European Championships finals. And the nerves have well and truly set in. My goodness me. How are you feeling? Do all of you right now tell me, the England fans, of course, there'll be quite a few that are not England fans, but the England fans, do you believe? All of us, we have to believe. We've just got to believe. I know Spain are the best team. They've been the best team in the competition. I would say we are the underdogs in this match, but what we've got to do is believe. Okay. How are we all doing, though? We all doing good? Be sure to click the like button. Be sure to subscribe, bottom right-hand corner. We'll get to team news in just a second. Team news has been revealed. Manchester United have 2 players representing the club in the English side. I've been watching. I tell you what, you know me. I'm not even like the biggest, like, oh, watch comps and all that kind of stuff. That's not me. That's not my thing. I've been watching quite a few comps today. Not going to lie. I've been getting emotional. Believe. It's a monumental moment. Never in my lifetime, never in anyone. Well, actually, I remember actually talking to my granddad. I remember saying to him, "What was it like back in '66 when England won the World Cup?" And he was like, "Oh, it was great." He was like, he told me he was driving. He was, I was driving, and I passed a police officer, and I stopped, and I said, "What's going on?" And he went, "England. Let me just check my radio. England had just won the World Cup." I was like, "Oh." I was like, never in my lifetime, or maybe today. Maybe today is the day. I mean, you've got to. My heart says yes, my head says no. But what I will say, because this ties in Manchester United, we have learnt as Manchester United fans that when it comes to finals, when it comes to a team that everyone expects to win, a team that is the heavy favourites, they're the best team in the competition, that does not mean that they're going to win. The best team does not always win the competition. The most successful team does not always win the competition. When it comes to a final, it is a one-off game. We saw that with Manchester City versus Manchester United in the FA Cup final just a couple of months ago, or whenever it was. It feels like 10 years ago at this point. So much has happened since then. But it goes to show anything is possible. All you have to do is believe. One-off game. That's what we've got to think. One-off game. Anything can happen. Just got to believe. Maybe I'm trying to convince myself. I don't know. But that's what we can do. We'll get to team news in just a second. Prod by Palmeria says Colby goal or assist today, calling it early. SLD says Southgate masterclass coming. I so honestly, Gareth, not that you're watching, because if you were watching, I'd be really concerned because you've got massive other priorities right now. But I so want to be wrong. I've never wanted to be more wrong in my life ever. Okay, I'm already wrong because I said quarterfinals at best. We've gone past that, but I want Sir Gareth Southgate. Okay, I want him to win and get knighted. Okay, that's what I want. I've never wanted to be so more in the mud in my effing life. Okay, I am not one of those people who's like, I'd rather be right than my team win. I'd rather be in the mud and my team wins. Okay, and they're like, you didn't earlier on in the tournament. You didn't believe, and you should have believe. Duh. But I'm fine with it. Fine, no problem at all. No problem at all with it. Please. I mean, you know, let's not get carried away. If he does win it, then, you know, stick with the England job, mate. Well, or resign and just go, look, we're never going to get better than this. Boom. Don't go anywhere near Man United. Still, let's not get too carried away. But, you know, believe. That's what we've got to do. Indeed. Yes. Let's get to the team news. Starting with what's technically the home side in this. I know, neutral ground. in Germany, but technically the home side, which is Spain. No surprises when it comes to their starting 11. You can see actually the stadium in Berlin in the background there. It's a beautiful stadium, an old stadium, but a beautiful one nonetheless. And it's the Spanish side you would expect. 2 changes. Those are the ones that centre back and right back. That was purely out of suspension in the semi-final. So that's Simon in goal, back 4 of Carvajal, Lineman, Laporte and Cucurella. He's actually been quite good in this tournament, Cucurella. I must give him credit. And then it's when it gets really, really good with the Spanish side. Obviously, the midfield 3, you got Rodri. Last time he had an unbeaten streak, he went up against someone called Kobbie Mainoo at Wembley. Didn't go too well for him. Hopefully, it happens again today. You've also got Ruiz, who's been very good in this tournament too. In addition to that, you've got Dani Olmo, who has he wasn't the regular starter, of course, but Pedri got injured. Olmo's been brilliant. I mean, he's a top player. Then there's the 2 wide players, which have really stolen the show, I think, for this tournament when it comes to Spain. Obviously, Williams and Yamal, youngest ever player to play in a European Championship final, I believe. Broke the record for the youngest ever goal scorer with his just sensational effort against France, just spectacular. And then you got Alvaro Morata, who I'm not convinced by, but they are a top side, no doubt about it. They are where they exactly deserve to be, which is the final. They have been by far the best team in the tournament, not even close. The only team I think that came a little bit close to them in terms of being one of the best teams in the tournament was probably Germany, and even then it was Spain self-sabotage, nearly cost them the game against Germany. It wasn't because Germany were just incredible, it was because the manager De La Fuente took off Yamal and Williams really early, and I don't know, just decided to nearly scupper their own chances. But they have been absolutely sensational, absolutely superb. And it's going to be a really difficult game for England. Speaking of which, here is the England side. And it is, once again, the back 3/back 5 by Gareth Southgate today. Jordan Pickford in goal, of course, penalty hero against Switzerland. A back 3, which is Walker, Stones and Mark Gahey. Wing backs of Bukayo Saka, but also Luke Shaw. Yes, finally, I don't have the rocks finally actually on here. You would think I would, but I don't. The Rock finally. Soundboard can't be... Doesn't have it. That is surprising. That one's kind of stunned me a little bit. But finally, Luke Shaw starts a game for England. Took it all the way to the final. The risk paid off for Gareth. Luke Shaw, I mean, talk about pressure. My goodness me. Oh, okay. You haven't started a game since what? February. You're going to be starting a European final. Who are you going to be going up against? Yamal. Sorry? Yamal, yeah. Shit. So, but I think it's the right call in the sense that it offers England much more balance. The left-hand side, just for the majority of the tournament, has just been completely ineffective because it's been just so inverted. And what we did see, actually, in the last game against the Netherlands, that first half performance, not only was it England's best performance of the entirety of the tournament, but particularly that right-hand side, that kind of like diamond you can see there. Walker, Saka, Kobbie, Foden. Their interchange, their link-up play was brilliant. No coincidence, it was Phil Foden's best 45 minutes. Kobbie Mainoo was the man of the match in that game. Bukayo Saka looked really dangerous on that side too. Kyle Walker on the overlap. Like that part of the team just worked so well. So that's encouraging that's going to be sticking the same. As I mentioned, Kobbie Mainoo, representation of Manchester United, 2 in that midfield alongside Declan Rice. Bukayo Saka's the other wing back. Phil Foden, Jude Bellingham as the 2 10s, and Harry Kane up front once more. The match winner for England against the Netherlands, that being Ollie Watkins, is on the bench alongside a plethora of other names that could be brought on. Trent Alexander-Arnold scored the winning penalty. Of course, against Switzerland, Ivan Toney scored a penalty, got an assist also as well in England's extra time victory over Slovakia. Certainly options like Anthony Gordon, Eze, Cole Palmer, who have played parts in this tournament too. So England certainly do have options off the bench as well. I mean, obviously, I think there could have been a case, no doubt, about Ollie Watkins starting over Harry Kane, because obviously the goal he scored, and Harry Kane he's injured. I feel he must be injured. I think in this tournament we've seen him just look so just rigid. You know, he can't move at points. You'll see in the game at some point in this, he'll be so static and he won't be able to walk. Because I'm convinced that the back injury that he had at the end of the season, that story that, he's gone for some back treatment, but he's going to be fine for the Euros. I still believe it is significantly worse than is being let on, to the point that prior to the semi-final, it's been talked about like it was just open secret. They didn't know what it was, but they're like, yeah, he's carrying a knock, probably. He's carrying a knock. But no one really knows what it is. So there could have been an argument, certainly, that Ollie Watkins starts. I can't say I'm shocked. I was, shocked that Ollie Watkins starts on the bench and Harry Kane starts up front. I mean, he's the England captain, record goal scorer. He's always going to start. It's just inevitable. And even in the tournament where he struggled, he still managed to score 2 goals. And he also scored in that semi-final, didn't he? So he's going to play. Will he play the whole 90? I don't think so. I think, like against the Netherlands, I think it will come to a point where we need something a bit different, or maybe later on, depending on the circumstances. If we're behind, need someone to run in behind. If we're ahead, need someone that can help press and also run around, hit people on the counter-attack. So I think Ollie Watkins kind of comes on regardless. If we get into extra time closer to penalties, I think that's when Ivan Toney comes on, because he's just a master at it, isn't he? That's what he does. So I can't pick, honestly, too many holes in that starting 11 that Gareth Southgate's put out there. And I am actually quite curious to see now, and I haven't been previously with Southgate sides, I am quite curious just to see how indeed England do play in the first half, because we saw in the last game just 2 completely different versions of England, didn't we? We saw in the first half the best performance that England have put in throughout the entirety of the tournament. Quick, fast-paced passing, good movement off the ball, space to play into, great link-up play, looked really dangerous, really attacking. Was unfortunate not to be going in at half-time 1-1. Not 2-1 up, rather. Phil Foden nearly scored, though it was cleared off the line. But then in the second half, Netherlands made some changes. Southgate changed shape into a back 4, and it was the old England that we've seen throughout the entirety of the tournament. It was really dull, but we still got through. So, ultimately, it's one of those ones. It's one of those ones where today, performance does not matter as long as you win. That's what a final is. Finals, they can be torrid affairs, they can be boring affairs, they can be cagey affairs, they can be dull affairs, but if you win, you don't give a shit. And that's what it will be today, times infinity when it comes to England. England, a couple of stats, have never lost a match in Berlin, apparently, I heard on BBC. On top of that, England have the most games played at the Euros without winning the entire tournament. You would hope maybe some of those records might end today. I hope. And that's all it is. It is hope. The expectation is that Spain are the better side, but I think it would be naive of me to just openly suggest that England have absolutely 0 to no chance, because I saw Manchester United win a final not that long ago against a team that everyone said absolutely no chance. We're terrible. They're the Premier League champions. It's not going to happen. Football's a funny thing. Isn't it? What are people saying here in the chat at the moment? Some people are saying here for England tears tonight. Look, I mean, regardless, either way, that's what it's going to be. I mean, if England lose, it will be, normal. To be honest, it will feel quite normal. So I don't think it will be like... I was really gutted after the last Euros. After the last Euros, I was really gutted. So I truly felt like that was our best chance. And actually, I still view that final as a better opportunity than this one to an extent, because I felt that Italy were more beatable than maybe this Spanish team is. But to say that we got no chance is ridiculous. Anything can happen. Again, I cannot be a Manchester United fan. I mean, I literally saw my team beat a team that nobody expected us to beat. Not even just a few weeks ago. just a few weeks ago. So, anything can happen. Anything's possible. I said football's a funny thing. Osama says, did you see Sir Jim's message to Shaw not to pull his hamstring again? It was kind of wild. And do you know what, actually? When I first saw the picture of it, I thought it was AI, because like just the way it was shot and like the jumper he was wearing wasn't like kind of on his shoulders, and it, with like the AI ones where the mouth doesn't really move properly, I thought, oh, that's AI. And then I watched it, I went, that's real. I went, it's real. But he says in the whole thing, he says, oh, Cobby, you've done the way you've played for a person of your age, incredibly, mature, really well done. Says well done to Luke Shaw and says, please don't pull your hamstring. It's kind of wild when you think about it, that's like a laughable open, don't pull your hamstring again, you bloody rascal, because you'll be out of action again for probably 20 games. And, but I'm parking that to one side. And it's not Man United. I'm focusing on England. That's what I'm focusing on. Show says, but Owen, Robbie jinxed it already. I did see he did something outside the stadium in Berlin. But at the same time, there's a lot of jinx people there. I saw something from United Trey. He was there. But then there was something of like, if he got a certain amount of likes on his post and someone was promoting him, and if they got followers, then they would move him to the Spanish end or something like that. I don't know how that one played out. The whole jinx thing, it is funny, isn't it? But it's all kind of bullshit, isn't it? So yeah. But man, I remember going into this tournament and they were saying about England getting to the final and all that, and I was like, absolutely no chance. Absolutely no way, not going to happen. Now, have we been fortunate how we got there in the sense of the draws helped us? Absolutely. And despite that, we have still made it difficult. Well, by getting there, and if we were, say, on Spain's side of the draw, would we have got to the final? Probably not. But at this stage, I don't care. I really don't care. I just want to see England win something in my lifetime. It would be a privilege, considering there have been plenty that have not seen England win anything in their lifetime. So maybe today's the day. Maybe we can all share that together. Indeed. Yes. Prod by Palmerius says we're definitely going to do this. I see Lil Yo-Yo's in the chat, who is a menace, of course. He says, we might be on the cusp of glory today. Gareth Southgate Defence League supporters. Let's believe. I'm even willing to put up with the Lil Yo-Yo menaceness today from him. He is a menace. I'm hoping everyone in the chat keeps an eye on him. Gary Lineker, Paul Gascoigne style, because you need to keep an eye on him. He's a menace, absolutely. What is going on at the game? Is there some kind of like closing ceremony or something like that? I think there is, but they're not showing that on the BBC. So yes. Show says, Owen, will you wear a waistcoat for tomorrow morning's show if England win? Do you know what? If I had one, I would be wearing it now. Legitimately, I would, but I don't have one. I did recently buy a suit for something that I had to attend, and I had the option of buying a waistcoat, and I thought, no way. But back in the day, do you know what? I don't know about this. People would know that, have ever bought a suit in the chat, or I've had to buy a couple of suits in the chat. Like, you do sort of go in and out of what you do like your suits to consist of. There was a period of time when it was a little bit like, it was a little period of time I was like, I don't mind a waistcoat. I don't mind a three-piece suit. And then I was like, no, I'm not going to do that. I think, to be fair, Gareth Southgate did damage that. After that World Cup, he could never wear a three-piece suit. They'd be like, are you trying to be Gareth Southgate? That'd be it. You'd be like, oh, no, I can't wear a three-piece suit now. What a nightmare. Speaking of which, there is Gareth sitting down for an interview. Could be his last game as England manager. A bit regardless, really. There's been speculation that, obviously, if England lose, it'll be like... I did see something saying the FA wants him to stay, obviously. It's up to him whether he does or he doesn't want to stay, I suppose. It's kind of a double-edged sword, isn't it? If him staying means categorically he's not going to become the Manchester United manager ever, then Gareth, stay as long as you want. And you win today, stay as long as you want. It's fine. In an ideal world, because I still do believe, do you know what it is? I really, really believe in this squad of players. I really believe in this squad. I believe in the young talent that England have. And I do genuinely believe that, man, if we did have a better coach, we would be so much better. I mean, we've managed to get to the final of a competition on some pretty poor tactics and sometimes pretty poor management, I think. But, you know, imagine we had like a really top coach, progressive coach, you know, England would maybe go into a World Cup of like, actually, I tell you what, there's a real possibility. Because let's face it, even if we won today, yeah, in 2 years' time when it comes to World Cup, I'd be like, oh, I don't know. I don't know. Depends on the draw. That's what I'd be like. I'd be like, depends on the draw, really. And that is true. But when it comes to these international tournaments, it really does depend on the draw. Definitely does depend on the draw. So I would be a bit like that. But yeah, I still do believe if we had a great coach, we'd be on another level. But again, I just. The anger regarding Southgate will probably come out during the game at some points, but not now. Not now. I just it's all nerves and anticipation and
believe.
That's what it's going to be. That's probably going to turn into rage, anger, frustration, sadness, probably in that order over the next 90 minutes or so. But right now, it's just
believe.
That's all it's got to be. That's all it can be. As Lil Yo-Yo says right there, it's just
believe.
That's the only. I mean, because a lot of my sounds I've got on the soundboard are pretty negative. So, you know, maybe after the game, if we win the championship, I'll be like Gareth.
Oh, sorry.
Maybe that's what I'll do. Yeah. But what I don't want to be is.
He's crying in his car.
Don't want to watch that. Don't want to be like that. I don't want to be having this reaction.
Oh, my hurts.
I don't want to be, you know, going.
Oh no! Oh no!
Don't want that at all. Don't want to see, you know, some really terrible managerial mistake after the game. Hearing, you know, these kind of what is it, Lee Judges?
Excuses.
Don't want to be seeing that. Don't want to be like.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Don't want that either. Bring back. Probably the only time I'm going to be able to use that ever now. I mean, the Euros are done. When am I ever going to be able to say ever again? Finished. I mean, unless we sign a player from that country, this is never being pressed ever again. Enjoy it. Drink it in, guys. Never. It's not happening. Not happening. What I want Gareth Southgate to be, bring this kind of energy.
I am the danger. A guy opens his door and gets shot and you think that of me? No. I am the one who knocks.
That's what I need Gareth Southgate to be tonight. That's what I need. Okay? Previously, I'd be like,
you can't keep getting away with it!
But today he can. Today he can. Okay? There's Chiellini bringing the trophy out. Chiellini out on the pitch, holding the trophy. We'll never forgive him for his foul on Bukayo Saka. It was actually, you know, good defending, really, wasn't it? The ribbons are there. Half Spain, half England. Honestly.
Honestly, it feels I feel sick. That's how I feel. I feel sick.
Out come the teams. I'm watching the BBC coverage. Alan Shearer and Guy Mowbray. I just cannot do Sam Matface, Lee Dixon. No, no offense to either of them. I mean, I guess
Done okay.
but I just cannot do that because
Honestly, I feel sick. That's how I feel. I feel sick.
players are out on the pitch. Usually I play the national anthems, but I'm on YouTube, so that means I can't. That's going to be my analysis for today. A lot of stuff like that. The national anthems. Turning up the music. The cans are hot. The cans are hot on my head. They're singing their hearts out. Go on, Harry. Today's the day. Gareth, with your polo, your zip-up polo, you said it was going to be a relaxing vibe, not during the matches, but maybe it's worked. I don't know. I've just anything. Come on! I've been humming the Spanish national anthem from the whole competition, by the way. I don't know if I can do it today. Ahmad Dosham with the super chat said, just read an interesting stat. Last Euros, when Italy won, an Italian won Wimbledon. This year it was won by a Spaniard. Thank you for the contribution. I'm not humming it today. Not doing it. Not doing it. Previously, I'd be singing it, but I'm not doing it. Oh, come on. Alvaro Morata's the captain. It's got to breathe, Owen. It's got to breathe. Right, their national anthem's over. Come on! Come on!
Believe. Believe. Believe.
I mean, my heartbeat right now. Like that. Like that. Like that. Breathe. There's Harry Kane and the England team posing for their picture. Focus. 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 Ridwan says BBC or ITV. BBC. No commercial. No commercial. Can't be dealing with commercial. Dean says breathe. Breathe. Morata and Harry Kane. Referee is Jerome Brassard. Hope he's not Brassard the bastard in this game. Just made up the nickname. Apologies, Jerome. I'm just a bit edgy. It's a back five once again. Harry Kane, come on. Come on. Come on. Palmero says sweaty hands is an understatement. Yeah. 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 Sweaty hands, indeed. Come on, Luke Shaw. Show this Yamal kid, this whippersnapper. He's got a lot of growing up to do, okay? To get past old man Shaw in his creaky bones and creaky hamstrings. It's largely England fans there. I feel like this bit's taking longer than usual. God, nerves. Nerves. Alright, let's go. Locked in. We're ready. Hugs before kickoff. Jude Bellingham, Declan Rice. You scored an overhead kick against Slovakia. You said, who else? Who else? Well, today, Jude. Who else but you again? I mean, I can't even do anything motivational. I'm so nervy. Cobby! Come on, Cobby! You were man of the match in the last game as well. You can do it. Where is it again?
You can do it!
Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we are off. History beckons. England with the kickoff. It is Spain versus England. Euro 2024 final in Berlin. History awaits. A defining 90, 120 minutes ahead of us, folks. And we're going to be in this together. What I will say, before I get too consumed by the match, because I will, I've done a lot of games in this European Championship. And I know that everyone else, a million people have a million different streams. So everyone that's tuned in over the course of the last month or so, it's really appreciated. I hope I've been able to keep you company. I hope you've enjoyed yourself. And hopefully we can have a positive conclusion to end the pod today. But big up to everyone tuning in. It's been fun, hasn't it? It's been fun. But I throw into Spain. Here we go. Phil Foden. Probably, I just hope England settle. Of course, England in the last European Championship finals scored in the space of, what was it, like a minute or so. Don't know if that will repeat itself today. If it does, good for England, not for Spain. Here's Laporte. Goes for a switch towards Jamal. First time. Luke Shaw deals with it. That's good. There you go. Luke Shaw. 1-0. Better. Go on, Luke. Just the last thing you needed there was Jamal just to get the ball, go straight past him. He's lost the ball there. But that one-on-one duel, good start. I worried about that. When they went for that switch, I thought, oh, just don't. I just want to see the I just want to see the shape of England again there. Gay wins the header. Declan Rice. Declan Rice. Yeah, it does look to be a back three. They were saying about it being a 4. I don't think it is. Here's Lena Mand. All the way back to Unai Simon. He's a strange keeper, isn't he? I mean, he's good with his feet, but he's also been a bit erratic in the tournament. Couple of kicks, couple of saves that you go, oh. Pickford to Walker. Here's Laporte. Yeah, it's an interesting one. It looks like it's shifting because now it is a back 4. Now it's definitely a back 4. Shaw left back, Gahey, Stones, Walker. Gone to a 4-2-3-1. But it looks like it's shifting a couple of times. There you go. Shaw does well against Jamal again. 3 duels, 3 victories for Luke Shaw. Definitely out of possession. 4-2-3-1. Here's Dani Olmo. Spain's right-hand side. Ball in towards the back post. Flicked on by John Stones. Williams. Ball in. Stones looked a bit off balance. Goes out for a corner. Show says it's 4-2-3-1. Owen Bellingham on the left. Yeah, it definitely is. It was weird just for the first minute. It was almost like they, I don't know, they tried to throw a bit of a curveball. It did look back five-ish. Now definitely back four. K-Flow says, oh, you missed my super chat earlier. Oh, apologies. I was probably distracted. K-Flow says, England are yet to lose in Berlin, so good omen. Yes, that's what they were saying on the BBC before the game. Big up. Appreciate the contribution, K-Flow. Here's Laporte. Pass through to Williams. Cucurella on the left. So Spain, certainly a lot of possession. A lot of possession early on. Is this indicative of how England want to play? They want to play on the counter-attack? Because it's funny, actually, because whilst I think Spain have this record of they've had more possession in however many games for such a long period of time, but this isn't, like, possession to this Spanish team is not the be-all and end-all. It's not. They are much happy to be direct. Their possession stats versus the last, versus the World Cup or the last Euros has come down quite a bit. They're much happy to be a bit more direct. And when that comes from players like here, Williams, going up against Kyle Walker, be much more direct with their dribbles, have one-on-ones against the fullbacks, play direct balls through the middle. Liederman, Lamine Yamal. It's interesting though of England playing on the counter-attacks. You look at England's starting 11. Does it scream counter-attack to you? I mean, with Bellingham on the left. Walker just dispossessed. Oh, get across, goal, get across. I tell you what, their link-up play at points there, that is frightening. Their ability to play in these tight spaces. Look at these. Look at this 1-2. Ruiz nearly gives it to Williams, but Rodri just recycles it again, straight back in. I think England just, ironically enough, England just need a bit of possession now. Just settle a bit. Because we've, so far, I mean, just, it's nearly 8 minutes in, 0-0, and we have just not laid a glove. I mean, not even a jab. Little slip. Bukayo Saka. They're trying to play counter-attack super quick there. They get the ball, and it's immediately trying to go one touch, get up the pitch as quickly as you can. Which is fine, but you need to time that properly. Don't overdo it if it's not on. If it's not on, just keep the ball. Just get a breather. Settle into the game. Oh, Declan Rice nearly loses the ball. Show says Germany fans still booing Cucurella. Yeah, I mean, it is still, obviously, because the game's in Germany, there is still a German contingent in the stadium that are still booing Cucurella because of the non-given handball against Germany, which is Interesting to see how long that grudge does last, you know, into his club career. Saka. Kyle Walker. Back to John Stones. So I'm alright with this for the moment. I think English just need to settle down. Long ball. Carvalho heads it. Declan Rice. It's a short pass. I tell you what. As Jude Bellingham wins the foul. 10 minutes in nearly. And Declan Rice has done a couple of very short passes, by the way. And that's not been... And he's done that a couple of times in the tournament, in fairness. Sometimes just leaving out his teammate to dry a little bit. A couple of short passes here and there. Putting his teammates in some difficult positions. But England win a free kick. Now we've got an opportunity to make something of this. Can England make anything of this set piece? Very high line from Spain. Ball towards the back. What do they give? Give a foul. Foul by Gahey on Laporte. Was that a foul? Oh, he just went down.
Disgrace. That's what it is. A disgrace.
But you can't do that. You know what I mean? Free kick. We got free kick, bit in the box. Free kick the other way. Okay. Done. Long ball by Carvalho. Walker. It's intercepted but went out to Cucurella. In behind Williams. Up against Stones. Gotta be careful, Williams. Good tackle. Good defending. I tell you what, that's sensational. Does really, really well. I thought for a second there he was done. Look at this. I thought, oh no, he's in massive trouble here. Does really well. Great tackle. I worried because Kyle Walker just flew in. Has he done himself some damage now as well? I mentioned he just goes flying in. He just doesn't even need to do it. Look. Why? He's nowhere near it. Not good. Not good. Williams with a corner for Spain. Ball in. Towards the back post. It's a free header. Headed across. Goal! That's wide of the target from Lena Mand. Look at this. Just pulls off. It was Rodri. Heads it back across goal. K-Flow says Walker's having a mare there. Cowboy says Walker's been rash. There's a penalty giveaway waiting to happen. He's had a bit of an erratic start, hasn't he? Definitely. For someone that's got the experience that he does look like he's feeling the occasion a little bit. You know, to be a senior player in the team. Straight goal kick. I mean, in terms of a 13 minutes, yeah, when England have had the ball, we've done our absolute darndest to just give it straight back every single time. And as I mentioned, I know Spain aren't the complete total possession side that they were, let's say, a decade ago. But you cannot just keep giving them the ball back like this. Because on the rare occasions we've had the ball, we either put out for a throw, give it straight back, poor pass, free kick. Here's Williams. Outside of the boot. Flicked away by Cobby. That's better play from Foden. Bellingham's going to travel. That's it. Just something like that. Just if you do have the ball, keep it, win something with it, travel with it. We're just outside of the boot. Mark Gay, he reads that one well. Throw in, Luke Shaw to take. That's better by Luke Shaw. Good pass, Bellingham. Pass it wide to Bukayo Saka. Now run at him. Go up against Cucurella. Walker's on the overlap. Into the box. Kyle Walker across goal. That's better. That's better. That's better. Starts from Luke Shaw. Gives it to Jude Bellingham. Puts it out wide to Bukayo Saka. Walker's there over the overlap. That's better play. Here's a corner. Just get him just a bit crisper with your passing. A little bit faster too. Corner ball. Delivery's got to be good. Got to make the most of these kind of opportunities. Phil Foden, in-swinger. Ball in. Wasn't a good delivery. It's got to be better. Walker. Luke Shaw. Which, by the way, England having a corner going straight back to the goalkeeper is nothing new in this tournament because we've done that several times. Foden, heavy touch, manages to recover. Cobby. Puts out to John Stones. Fucking hell! What the... John Stones, good grief. Are you trying to kill me? I can't be... My heart can't take that. Switch to Bukayo Saka. Great ball by Luke Shaw. Saka against Cucurella. Got to get it into the box. Edge. Shoot! Oh, Declan Rice. Blocked by Rodri. Oh, it's Yamal, actually. I thought it was Rodri. Shaw. Ball in. Little flick. Oh. Tell you what, Declan Rice has completely misjudged that header. That's all right. That's better. That's better. I tell you what, get it out to Bukayo Saka. He's got Cucurella. That's the point of weakness. There you go, John Stones. Thinking exactly the same. Get it out to Bukayo Saka. Take him on. Take him on. There's an option. There's an option. Phil Foden, good touch. Oh. Just got to get it to Saka. That is on. That is on every time. Good block by Luke Shaw. I tell you what, Luke Shaw's actually started really well. Off the left. Just the difference of just having that left-footed player on that left-hand side instead of Trippier. Oh, I've got to cut back in and got to put it on my right foot. And that's the frustrating thing with Luke Shaw, isn't it? It's just the fact that when he does play, I mean, he's a top-quality player. We know this. This isn't new. This isn't new. It's always the on his day thing. On his day, if he's available, if he's playing, he's great on the ball. Compose, passes it, finds spaces. Still need a left back though. Desperately, Manchester United need a left back. But Shaw settled into the game well. Again, get the ball to Bukayo Saka on the right. Danny Olmo. Don't like these positions. He picks up. Dangerous. Morata actually ran past it. Luke Shaw again. Luke. Oh, I'm trying my best not to swear that much. Oh. That's why he's the GOAT, yeah?
That's why he's the GOAT! The GOAT!
Still got it. He's still got it. Just when you think he doesn't. Just when you think he's broken and he's going to turn to dust. But the problem is with being a defender, you can have a great 20 minutes. All they need is one opportunity to get in. That's it. Concentration's got to be high. Here's Carvajal. Ball in. Pickford will claim that. Bellingham. Trying to find Shaw. You're asking a lot of him. Asking too much. I mean, again, he's just come back. He's not completely. But for 20 minutes... To be honest, for 20 minutes, you'd say he's been England's best player. He has. Man, Declan Rice has lost the ball again. Williams. He needs to get Cobby on the ball more. He's been basically invisible in this half. Doesn't help that his midfield partner keeps losing the ball. Danny Olmo. Really tidy player, isn't he, Danny Olmo? Williams. Yeah, well done, Bukayo Saka. Good. It wasn't a foul. Wasn't a foul. Good. Good. Because Kukure will do that. He'll go down, and he's nasty in the tackle too. That's a bit better from England, though, last couple of minutes. It's a bit more aggressive. Bit more aggressive. Trying to get the... I mean, Harry Kane's attempt at pressing, by the way. Oh, my God. It's like me trying to run out there. Williams. Up against Bukayo Saka. Puts the ball out to Danny Olmo. Oh, he's just turned him. That was Ruiz, actually. It's Phil Foden. Bukayo Saka. Foden again. Foul. Well done. It's a bit better. England are... They're in it. They're in it now. We're in a game. We're in a game. First, 15 minutes, I thought, we can't even get close to them. They're just going to embarrass us. We're in a game now. We've settled a little bit. Neither goalkeeper's been tested. No big chances yet. But we've settled. Jordan Pickford's just going to go long. Long ball. Sean Dyche somewhere with a smile. With a tear in his eye. Header by John Stones. There you go. Look at this. This is real football. Look at this. Headers. Head tennis. Ratter, well done. Not a foul. Our ball. Oh. 22 minutes gone. Still Spain 0, England 0. Tight game. Probably in terms of the neutral. The neutral will be like, oh, not a great game. What I would say is I don't give a shit. Spain dominating. Possession 74% to 26. They've had 2 shots, 0 on target. England have had 1. Here's Yamal, who Luke Shaw's done very well against so far. Ball in. Claim that, Jordan Pickford. Well done. Well done. Good goalkeeping. On the front foot. Good positioning. Oh, what are you doing, Phil Foden? No, 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 no. Blocked in the end by Gay. Just plays a short pass back to Declan Rice. Oh, they've gone short. Ball in. Headed away. Right, counter, counter, counter. Bukayo Saka. If you need to win a foul, you can. That's a foul. Dirty! I want a yellow card. Where's the yellow card?
And the referee has got to book him, I think.
A cynical foul. How? Oh, piss off, Carvajal. He's given that. It's a cynical foul. You know what you're doing. It's a counter-attack and you fouled him. Knobhead. He knew. It's Carvajal. He knows exactly what he's doing. It's a cynical foul on a counter-attack. Plays for Real Madrid. Oh, it's an accident. I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, I get it, referee. You don't want to do... Was it Howard Webb that did in that World Cup when he just ended up booking everyone? But yellow card's yellow card. Well done, Cobby. That's better. Good feet. Harry Kane, out wide. Luke Shaw. He's in the box. Good feet, Luke Shaw. Oh, sensational. Cobby. Oh. That's not a foul. Good refereeing. Good refereeing. Carry on. Bukayo Saka. Got to go by yourself. He had a nibble. He had a nibble at him, ref. Cobby. Harry Kane. That's a foul too. Give it the other way. He did dive into it. Now you want to hand out yellow cards. He did dive in. I did think he dived in. But that's the one before is a yellow card. He does dive in. You can see it. Well, he gets the ball first. Is it? He lunges a bit, but come on. It's a final. I thought you were going to let stuff go. It's great feet by Luke Shaw. Look at him. He looks pissed. Look at this. See you later, Carvajal. Dive in there again. Too honest, Luke. I'd have tried to turn it into something. Started well though, Luke Shaw, hasn't he? He actually has. Do you know how mad that is? To not play or start well. He has played last game, but to not start a game of football since February and be back for a Euros final, and 26 minutes in, there's an argument to be made that he's the best player on the pitch at the moment. That is mad. That is crazy. He's been England's best player. He's like a boxer or a UFC fighter. He's been in fight camp for the best part of 5 months. I'm peaking for this one night. That's what it's all about. Afterwards, I have to undergo several surgeries. But for this night, I'm in peak physical condition. Here's Jamal again. Shaw wins it. Again. Yeah, K-Flow's right. Luke Shaw said, Sir Jim, don't pull my hamstring. Although, to be fair, I bet he is running up and down going, please don't go. Please don't go on me. Don't happen. Kukurea. Bukayo Saka's going to track back. Williams. Morata. There's Yamal again. It was on for Carvajal. Deflected. Get the keepers. Oh. It's all right, though. K, he said, don't trust you. Into the box. Easy. Good block by Mark Gay. Mark Gay's actually done really well in this tournament. I mean, talk about, again, no disrespect to him. Plays at Palace. I mean, I know that was at Chelsea before, but some of the biggest games he's played in his career. And let's face it, if Harry Maguire wasn't injured and what have you, probably wouldn't be starting this games. And he's done really well in this tournament. Give him huge credit. Biggest game of his life, no doubt about it. And he looks settled. Kobe. John Stones. Here is Gay again. Pickford. Hoof. Looking for Bellingham. Go on, well done. Well done. Keep it in. Win a foul if you can. Sars. That's Spain throw. Tell you what, Carvajal is such a bastard, isn't he? He really is. He is the spirit of, those kind of players. Busquets, Ander Herrera, just complete bastards. Like, and the thing is, I do rate it because you've got some players have got to. That's what they've got to be. Harry Kane. I tell you what, Harry Kane, 30 minutes, you've done nothing. Nothing. 30 minutes. Ollie Watkins, make sure you're limber and you're ready to go because you're coming on at some point. You are coming on at some point in this game because Harry Kane is moving in 0.5 motion. Whoa. Morata, just a bit of a poor pass. Pickford, you're asking a lot of Kyle Walker there. It's not a foul. Well done. Well done, Declan Rice. Yeah, he's booked him now. Now he's booked him. Good. Good. Send him off.
In the final and not in a game. And he... Oh, what about that? Send him off. Send the drifting gate off. Get him off the field. That was diabolical. Get him off the field.
Get him off. Get him off. Nasty. Look, kicks him. Nasty. Very unsportsmanlike. If you haven't already, click the like button. Be sure to subscribe as well, bottom right hand corner. Manchester United announced their first signing of the summer today, Joshua Zirkzee. More to come, hopefully next week. Some more Here We Goes. I'll be live tomorrow morning. We'll also have a lot to come. Pre-season for Man United kicks off tomorrow too. I tell you what, when it comes to Harry Kane too, legitimately, if he has got like a back injury or something like that, then what true leadership is, what a true captain does, is go to the manager and go, look, Gareth, I know I said I'd try and get through it, and I know you want to keep me on the pitch as long as possible, but I just can't do what I would usually be able to do. I just can't do it. You're better off. We're playing on a counter-attack. We need someone that can run in behind. Good feet by Bellingham. Oh, well done. Keeps the ball. Brilliant. Oh. Then he loses it. It was one of those FIFA ones. The yellow square was still going in the corner. Yellow square was still in the corner. Advantage. But, yeah, Harry Kane needs to have a word with Gareth and be like, look, I cannot do it. Like, I'm moving in slow motion. Luke Shaw. Good pressure. That's better. Nearly. Oh, now Foden's down. Cowboy says, how long will United lads have off before linking up for pre-season? Probably a couple of weeks, I would think. I would think they probably will make... When's it? United's first game on tour? It's beginning of August. Man United... first game is on the 28th of July. That's 14 days. 2 weeks from today. They probably, I think, will play the second game of the preseason tour, which is 1st of August. So I'd probably say a couple of weeks. But, I mean, if we win, it's a bit like when Argentina won the World Cup and then Lisandro Martinez didn't play for like 3.5 weeks. He was off for ages, and then it got extended for a little bit. He was really enjoying himself. Ruiz, Carvajal, Yamal again up against Luke Shaw. Be careful. Oh, he's done it again. I tell you what, Luke Shaw. Oh. Luke Shaw, I'm telling you. Every single duel thus far, Luke Shaw has won. God, imagine he was fit. Imagine he was always fit. Or not even always fit. He was just fit 25% more of the time. Or something like that. Just a bit extra. Oh. Go out for a goal kick. Oh, another corner. What they want a penalty? That's never a penalty. No. It's not a penalty. Bit of a grab. No. He's already on the way down. Just over 10 minutes to go to half time. Short corner. Here's Jamal. Edge of the box. Get out to him. Get out to him. Get out to him. Harry Kane. Good pass that. Go on, Cobby. Go on, Cobby. Go on. You're not the quickest player. Gonna struggle. He was never going to outrace him. It's what Cobby doesn't have. Cobby just doesn't have pace. Like that, anyway. Rodri. Just don't drop too deep. Don't drop too deep. Yamal. To Ruiz. Cucurella. Kyle Walker. Williams ball in. Leave that. Good defending. Good defending. It's true, actually, Chris. Chris mentions a really good point. Cobby moves better with the ball at his feet. He seems slower when he's sprinting off the ball. It's true. Usually, obviously, most players have way around. Ball at their feet, a bit slower. But he's almost much better with the ball at his feet. He's not that player to, pass it around the outside of someone and sprint around him. That's just not him. Pickford with the goal kick. Is he going to go short? I mean, Spain are right on the edge of the box. Pickford. It's a good kick. Williams. We just haven't had that. We had it in a couple of moments where we got out to Bukayo Saka on the right. Offside? No. Williams. Now he's on the left-hand side for England. Have they switched? I don't think they have. Laporte. That's what I'm saying. If you're going to play counter-attack, you cannot have Harry Kane up front. He's not even quick at the best of times, but when he can't run, I mean, it's a good tackle. But the best of times Harry Kane is, not agile. But now he might as well be playing in a walker. Yamal, Shaw cleared that one too. Through the legs, that's better by Bellingham. Oh, you're not going to win a free kick there, Jude. You're not. You knew it as well. You ran into the player. Ball in. It's a poor ball. Seven minutes to go to half-time. Goes through the legs there, Jude, but he just overdoes it. He's done that a few times in this game thus far. It feels like when he's getting the ball, Bellingham, he's trying to make a moment for himself, which I don't mind because, it's got him to where it's got him. But at the same time, it's like you got in these kind of games, keep it simple, just link up. Short passing, 1-2, play into space. Don't try and overdo it because you'll get stuff like that. I mean, you might get a free kick earlier on, but, as it goes on, it's just not going to happen for you. There you go. Kyle Walker wins it back. Declan Rice. Turn Foden. Space to go into. I have to give it to Saka again. Go at Cucurella. Is Walker. See, this is where it would be just so good. Not only, look, you can see Luke Shaw's the width for England there, but it'd be so good just to have a left winger there, just to stretch the play. Because you could fire it out there, put pressure on the fullback. John Stones travels forward. Keep going, John Stones. Oh, nearly got it to Harry Kane. Danger, danger, counter-attack, danger. Here's Jamal again, up against Luke Shaw. You notice Williams has even gone over on that side now to almost try and support Jamal. They're almost going like 2 against 1 over there. So that means, look, Jude Bellingham, you have to do your defensive work on that side. Because on the right-hand side, Bukayo Saka's got no problem coming back to support Kyle Walker. Is Bellingham willing to do the same? Here is Williams. See how mad that is, though. It's literally, Jamal's up against Luke Shaw. He couldn't get past him, so he's like, let's get 2 against him. Harry Kane, he's gone down. He thinks he won the ball first. Well done, Declan Rice. Harry Kane. Bellingham. Oh, that's what I mean. That left, you got lucky. Kane, good switch. Bukayo Saka. Now you got him. Go up against him. Kyle Walker. Use him. Use the Kyle Walker. Copy. Kyle Walker was the pass. It wasn't the decoy. It was the pass. He made a brilliant run, Kyle Walker. Sprint in. He timed it perfect. I mean, I know sometimes you can't always do the overlap. Sometimes you do have to use it as the decoy. But if England are creating anything, it is down that right-hand side. Left-hand side is coming from Luke Shaw. It is not coming from Jude Bellingham. I mean, Luke Shaw's having to like make overlapping runs for himself. for himself. Luke Shaw with the throw. Tries to find Kobbie Mainoo. It's going to go all the way back to Simon in goal. Morata in behind. Get that, Pickford. Come out, come out, come out. Oh. I just wanted Pickford just to come out, sweep it all up. It's there. To be fair, Gay does well. He's hoping either Pickford or possibly John Stones helped him out, which happened in the end. Corner ball. Williams stands over it. Header. Kobbie Mainoo. Where are you going to go, Kobbie? Where are you going to go? What are you going to do? Well done. Brilliant. Goal kick. I mean, there's definitely changes that England can make. I don't think Gareth Southgate will, because he's Gareth Southgate. But if it was me, I'd be like, Harry Kane, got to come off, mate. You look so out of it. It looks like whatever injury or whatever knock you had has got exponentially worse. You cannot move. You look like you are playing in a back brace. Come off the pitch. Either Ollie Watkins or Ivan Toney. Probably will be Watkins, given he scored in the last game. You can run, you can spin him behind. I mean, the goal he scores as well. He pins the centre-back and manages to roll him. So you'd be looking at that. Once again, we have the problem where, because we're shoehorning both Bellingham and Foden into the team. Speaking of which, Bellingham cuts it back. Harry Kane! Oh. That's a foul, referee. Good. Well done. Oh, look at Rodri's leg, by the way. That bent horribly. Chris says such disrespect on your captain. I mean, it's not as if Gareth Southgate didn't think the same thing against Netherlands, by the way. Like, it's clear as day to see. AB says Bellingham has not had one good game or competition. I would say that's not necessarily true. It wasn't Rodri. It was fouled by Rodri. First half of the first game, he did well. Obviously, he scored. I mean, shit, the goal he scored against Slovakia, it's an all-timer, isn't it? It's an all-timer. Delivery's got to be good. Got to be good. Who's it going to be? Declan Rice. Ball in. It's not a bad one. Flicked on back post. Oh! You see it out. See it out. Well done. There's a chance. Or half a chance. Tell you what, Jordan Pickford is not having going short from these goal kicks at all. Pickford goes long. Cucurella wins the header. Switch over to Yamal. And that's half time. Half time. And it's Spain 0, England 0. And do you know what, to be honest with you, considering going into it and considering the first 15 minutes where we didn't even get a glove on them at all, I kind of will take it. I will take being level at half-time. Obviously, you'd be, in an ideal world, you go at half-time leading. But given the quality of opposition we're up against, I'll take that. I'll take that. It's about timing in tournaments. We saw it against the Netherlands. Score a late goal, hold on. Score in the last 10 minutes, hold on. Defensively, I think we've been really solid. Luke Shaw, England's best player, easily best player. He's literally locked Yamal down. And that's not even exaggeration. That's not Manchester United bias. He has been absolutely brilliant in that first half. Defensively in particular, but also going forward, he's looked dangerous. Big credit to Mark Gahey as well. Left centre-back. I mentioned that biggest game of his life, and I think his stock is... it's rising, isn't it? His Mark Gahey's stock is absolutely rising. He's been brilliant in that first half. John Stones has done well too. Kyle Walker started really shaky as the half's gone on. He's looked better. Midfield, I'd say Declan Rice has looked a bit shaky. Couple of poor passes. Cobby, bless him, just really struggled to get involved in the game, hasn't he? Really struggled to get involved in the game. Not a lot of passes into him. Really compact in midfield. They press. That midfield presses so well. So he's kind of struggled to get involved in the game. Bukayo Saka looks to maybe be England's most dangerous offensive player on the right-hand side going up against Cucurella. Looks like if he's got an opportunity to go up against him, he's going to probably win that battle. So I think, once again, the right-hand side does look England's most dangerous side. Kyle Walker made a couple of good overlapping players. Foden... once again, not really been involved in the game that much. Bellingham, I feel like every time he tries to get the ball, he's trying to do way too much, and there's better balance because Luke Shaw's playing on the left, but still it's so inverted. You can see a couple of times when the ball's either in the middle or it's on the right for England, you see how much space Luke Shaw's in, but that's because it's just occupied by him. There's no other left-sided player there. And then when it comes to Harry Kane, I don't expect Harry Kane to get substituted at half time because he's Harry Kane. It just won't happen. But I think we're looking at 60, 65 minutes. For me, it would be now, but 60, 65 minutes when it comes to Gareth Southgate, I think Harry Kane will be substituted and needs to be substituted because he just... I don't know how many more times I have to say this in these match views or whatever. He is 100% carrying a knock. He cannot run. He cannot move. He's still Harry Kane, so a couple of times... Because this is the thing with Kane. He likes to drop deep and get involved in the play and the build-up. Drops deep. A couple of good passes here and there. But he can't move. So he's not going to get in the box. And sometimes if the ball's not to his feet, I mean properly at his feet, he is not getting the ball. And it's already caused him to get a yellow card because a bit of a miscontrol dives in. Now he's got to be careful. And... the hope is with him that it might fall edge of the box or, someone might cut a ball back and he's there to tap it in. But I feel like with the possession you're looking at, which is, Spain have had 70% of the ball, England 30, we're definitely playing on the counter-attack. Then what you do need, if you're playing on the counter-attack, I think you need width. And then you also need strikers that are willing to run in behind, that are willing to press, that are willing to split the fullbacks. Harry Kane, because he's so... limited at the moment in terms of his mobility, he is really static. He's very easy to mark, because you can just pass him off or you can just stick on him. It's pretty easy. So I think you're looking at Ollie Watkins possibly coming on again. It'll be interesting to see if Gareth's going to make that, that call early. He won't, because that's what Gareth Southgate does. But once again, it feels like what it has been in the tournament quite a bit thus far, which is those attacking players that are attacking for, Bellingham, Foden, Saka, Kane, it's a sense of shoehorning them into the team when it's not really the right pieces of the puzzle, to be honest with you. It's the puzzle pieces don't really fit, but he's kind of just jamming them in to try and make it work. Bellingham's not going to come off. We saw what happened the other day when it looked like he was going to come off and he basically was like, no, I'm not coming off. No? Oh, all right. Yeah, you're not coming off. So I think the changes would need to be Harry Kane. I would say if I was Gareth Southgate, I would say, again, get the ball out to Bukayo Saka. Get it out to him on the right. He's got Cucurella. If he can go up against him 1-1, he's got him. At the very least, he'll get him on a yellow card and you could possibly get him sent off. Not that this ref, to be honest, looks like he wants to be dishing out red cards. What I will say about this referee, to be fair, is it doesn't look like he wants to make this game all about himself. With that kind of first half, there's the potential to get really just, no, every single tackle I'm going to book or every single time I'm going to give a free kick, no, I'm going to make it about myself. And he hasn't done that. He has let the play flow to a large degree. So I'll give the referee actually quite credit. He's done, what would lead judges say? What would lead judges say? I'll tell you exactly what he would say about the referee. He would say, there you go.
Done okay.
Got there in the end. I was on the wrong page. I was going to go...
Fague, daughter boy.
And I thought, that's not lead judges. That doesn't really sound like that would be something that he would say. So defensively, England actually looked pretty good, pretty solid. Midfield, Declan Rice, shaky. Cobby, pretty non-existent, just hasn't had the ball at all. And then that midfield, that front four, again, it's just shoehorning. It's shoehorning, but I would think the biggest change that could be, you would just say, there's in a final, there's just not a lot of room for sentiment, is there? And it was almost impressive to an extent, wasn't it, with Harry Kane coming off in the games, the Switzerland game or the Netherlands game, where it's just like, look, he's clearly got something going on. We're physically, we've got other options. That's why we've got them. It's not as if, obviously Harry Kane's world class. He's an unbelievable goal scorer, but it's not as if the players we've got on the bench, they never score goals. They just, they don't score goals at all. with Ollie Watkins, he's been one of the top goal scorers in the Premier League. Goals and assists, by the way, he creates. Ivan Toney the same. He's had seasons where he's finished second top goal scorer. So it's not as if they have a trouble taking chances or taking goals. But on the face of things, if before the game kicked off you'd said, Owen, I'll give you 0-0 at half time, will you take that? I'd have said yes, absolutely. Because I am a big believer, particularly in one-off games and finals, timing is everything. You can't, or you're not always going to get it like we had against the Netherlands, where it's going to be final kick of the game pretty much wins you it. But you stay in it as long as you can. You sometimes, as we saw against Italy at Wembley, sometimes you don't want to score too early. So timing can be everything. Red Devils 99 says, Owen, are you more or less confident than at kickoff? Do you know what? I would probably say more. I would probably say I'm more confident. Not a lot more, because I don't think Spain played their best in that first half. They've played better in this tournament, but I do think England have done well defensively. But I would say more, just in the sense of, despite the possession statistics, I'd look at that and say it's quite an even game. Quite an even game. Quite a lot of different sort of tactical thought process going on there. And I just didn't want England to be going in at half-time, people 1-0 down, 2-0 down. You're thinking, where are they just going to get any of these goals from? It's 0-0. You do still get the feeling like there are opportunities in this game for England, actually. Phil Foden had a bit of a half chance, did well to get the shot away. But it's not as if Jordan Pickford's had to make massive, massive saves and we're like, thank God Pickford's done really well, or these last-ditch tackles or cleared off the line or anything like that. It's not. In the first 15 minutes, I was worried because it felt like Spain were just going to hammer us. And I mentioned it during the first half, we didn't lay a glove on them. And I thought, here we go. This is just going to be quite embarrassing, actually. But then it didn't. It kind of stopped that. So I think that I'll take it. I will take it. It's not perfect. I do think there are changes that need to be made. And the reason I say that they need to be made is because I think if you make them, I think you can win it. I think you can win the game. They are changes to make to win the game, not to, I just need to turn it around or just to get back in the game or anything like that. Or it's, no, actually, make those changes. Go and win this. This is there to win. And that would probably really be my halftime team talk. If I was Gareth Southgate right now, I'd be in the dressing room and I'd say, you know what? Not that he didn't believe anyway, but we can win this. This is there for us. You can feel it. There's chances to be made here today. They're big players. Jamal, Williams. Williams looked a bit more dangerous. Jamal, Luke Shaw completely locked him off. Luke Shaw's been England's best player. I mean, what huge credit to him. The guy hasn't started a football match in 5 months. His first game he starts is in was it 4 months? His first game he starts is in a European Championship final. The final. First game he starts 4 or 5 months. He's best player on the pitch. And he's going up against a 17-year-old that's set the tournament alight, being viewed as one of the next generational talents, breaking records for being a young goal scorer, and everyone now knows his name. And Luke Shaw's been brilliant. I mean, absolutely brilliant. Won every single duel, won every single battle between them, and he's also looked creative doing it. He looks calm and composed on the ball. We know technically he can do that. So he's done, I think he's done really well. Pyramid Scheme says, what the F is Owen smoking? What, and said that Luke Shaw's been England's best player? I would say, what have you been smoking? If you think Luke Shaw hasn't been England's best player, because he has. He has been England's best player in that first half. Yeah, but I'll take 0-0 at half time. Can still win this game. We're still in it. 0-0. It's there. It's there for us. It's finally balanced. The thing you have to be cautious with is that it's not just about you. Opposition, they can play better than that. Spain, they can play better, definitely, than that. And they'll have options too. But when you look at their players that they can bring on versus our players that we can bring on, I think we've got better options off the bench. Better options on the bench than they do. We saw what happened when they take their best players off. Not that they will in this game, but in terms of sort of game changes, I know they did have, was it Marino that scored the goal, the header against Germany? But in terms of actual legitimate options off the bench, we've got better options off the bench. And you would say that as much as defensively we've done well, our attacking players, of course, they're capable of more. We've said that the whole tournament. They're capable of more. So it's finely balanced, but it's there. It's there for England to take it. There for England to take this game. There for England to win. Which maybe people didn't say before kickoff, you're going to get absolutely smashed. Spain are far better, far superior. It's properly game on at the moment. No doubt about that. See some players warming up at half-time. Cole Palmer. Who else is warming up? I think they just all warm up in general, don't they? I don't think it's anything super to read into. See if what they're saying on in terms of punditry. And talking about Harry Kane, I mean, like I said, I don't think Gareth will make any substitutions because he's just not. He's not going to do really half-time stuff. It does look like they are going to make a change. Rodri's off. Let's have a look. So who's coming off? Who's coming back out? I can't see Rodri. It looks like Rodri could be off. That would be massive. I haven't seen him. There's Morata. Yeah, can't see Rodri. But they were just saying on BBC what I was saying about get the ball out to Bukayo Saka up against Cucurella. Right, England players are coming out back onto the pitch. Drop my pen out of nerves. I mean, they're saying nothing's come up officially yet, but it looks like it's no Rodri. That is massive. Absolutely massive. I mean, you're talking the best defensive midfielder on the planet is coming off. Got to take advantage. Got to take advantage. Yeah, by the way, that's not flex in the chat. That's a fake flex. If it's flex in the chat, he comes in on the United View account, so it's not him. So Zubamendi is coming on for Spain. Zubamendi on, Rodri off. Massive. Here we go. 45 minutes from history, destiny, whatever you want to call it. Spain to kick off, still 0-0. Here we go. That is massive. Rodri coming off is massive. Lena Mand. Simon goes long. Now again, what I want to see, maybe in 15 minutes, maybe in 10 minutes, is Gareth be proactive. Because this game is there to be won. It's a couple of big and bold decisions away from winning it. It's Laporte. Carvajal. I tell you what, Yamao's, he's got past Luke Shaw first time. Back post, Williams! Didn't wake up. Too easy. The first time that Luke Shaw's got spun. The first time that Yamal got in. First time it happened. Never got started at all. First time Yamal picks up the ball in a dangerous position and he's behind Luke Shaw. Gets it out to Williams. Look. Goes out wide. And there's just hesitation there. Again, it's the first time Yamal's managed to get him behind. And then he's waiting. Passes it into the net. And I mentioned it in the first half. When it comes to Yamal, it doesn't matter if you lose every single duel. You just need to win one. Kyle Walker has no clue where he is. And Pickford doesn't get anywhere near it. But look. Quarters, semis, we were behind. But from England's point of view, actually, it's a really poor goal to concede. It's just sleeping. It's just laziness. Lack of concentration. Early on in the second half, you're not as locked in as you were in the first half. First time that Yamal actually manages to pick up the ball in some space. Gives it to Williams. Both fullbacks are sleeping, really. Shaw's not concentrated on Yamal. Walker's not concentrated on Williams. Goal. Morata. I tell you, he doesn't have a clue again. Williams again. Who is meant to be tracking him? Olmo! Could be two. Probably should be. Should be 2-0. The amount of space. Bukayo Saka's got to get back. How come we're seeing all of their players end up in our box, none of our players are back in our own box? Should have been 2-0.
Wake the fuck up!
Now again, Gareth, now you got to look at it and say, look, that's what, not even 5 minutes into this half. We mentioned Spain can and will play better. Bellingham, mate, jumping in. Cobby wins it back. Bellingham out for a throw. But now is not the time to be reactive. A says, stop the excuses, Owen. 2-0 my ass. What? What? It should be 2-0. Don't make excuses. What? They should have scored. That's a goal kick to Spain. It's a very odd reaction, that. I tell you what, we got lucky there. Should be 2-0. Don't make excuses. I'm not. We should be 2-0 down. We're fortunate not to be. We've started the second half shit. Declan Rice. Good touch, Luke Shaw. Rice gives it out to Kyle Walker. Bukayo Saka. Foden. Rice. Bellingham. Honestly, Bellingham off the left-hand side just is... It is ridiculous. Cobby. Declan Rice. That's better. Kyle Walker. Oh my.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Poor, and I mean poor. Disgraceful. Absolutely disgraceful.
Thrown to Spain. 1-0. No excuses. Oh! Went right through the back of Bellingham. Ref, you got a player down. His head injury, man. He's back up now. Carvajal. That's not foul by John Stones. He might get booked. Yeah. By the way, now he's happy to do cynical yellows.
And the referee has got to book him, I think.
Yep, now he's happy to do it. Wasn't earlier on. Apparently, cynical yellows are allowed until sort of 25 minutes. Now, yellow card. They're all yellows, by the way. I'm not saying that they're not. I'm just saying, where's the consistency? Ah, get up, Cucurella. I heard it from here. I may be like hyper focused on this, yeah, because I'm now looking at everything. The lack of ability to actually just run and close the ball down from Harry Kane is genuinely frightening. Look at him try and run now. He can't do it. He can't get close. Look, he is literally doing the fake run there. I mean, when Rashford was doing it, I don't look like he just couldn't be bothered. Harry Kane, he cannot move. He Look at him try and press. He can't move. He can't run. He can't be on the pitch anymore. There's clearly something wrong with him. Here's Rice. Ball given away by Declan Rice again. Morata, good block. Mark Gay. That's better. Look at him. He's saying literally. He's trying to have a go back. He's saying what I just said a few minutes ago. He's saying,
Wake the fuck up.
Saying to the midfield, stop giving the ball away. Harry Kane, move. If you can't, come off. Yamal. It was going wide anyway. Yamal. Well done, Bellingham. I tell you what, I mentioned it at halftime. The stocks, buy stocks in Mark Gahey. He, in this game, has been brilliant. Declan Rice. How many times Declan Rice going to give the ball away? Williams. Right, just wide. Declan Rice, you were doing it in the first half. I mentioned you were doing it in the first half. This second half, he's done like 3 or 4 times. He can't keep the ball. All he does is give the ball away. Declan, how many times has he done short passes, misplaced passes? He can't pass the ball. It's a foul. Harry Kane needs to come off the pitch. He can't run. We need to have an ability to play the ball in behind and run onto it. Spain, realistically, 2 or 3 up. They should be. Definitely 2. But if I was Mark Gahey, I'd have another shout at Declan Rice. He's closer to me. And I'd say, hey, mate, when you're passing the ball, stop giving it away. Well done. Good touch, Luke Shaw. Kane. Nah, you're looking for it, Jude. You're looking for it. Need subs.
Disgraceful. Absolutely disgraceful.
Good. Is that Ollie Watkins? Good. 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 I mean, to be honest, he shouldn't have started. Should have been half-time. Should have been half-time. He should have been off. Clearly, he's got an injury. I hope after the game, he finally comes out and says, yeah, my back's like completely screwed. I can't move. Like, and if that is the case, look, I respect it. Put it all on the line. Got through the tournament. But now, again, it's about stepping aside. If you're not fit, you can't do it. Just come off. What did TLC say? Ain't too proud to beg. Just go. And someone needs to go over to Bellingham and just say, hey, mate, by the way, I get it. I get, you know, you're the star and all that kind of stuff. But team game, all right? Team game. Link up. And if you lose the ball because of bad touch, just because you go down, you're not going to win a foul every single time. It's Fabian Ruiz. Olmo. Oh, Luke Shaw again. Careful with the hamstrings. We're into the 60th minute. When's this sub going to happen? Rice. Turn. Bellingham. Out Saka. Saka. Walker. Saka again. Good pass. Foden. Where are you in the box? See, that's where you need to be, the striker. As soon as he was about to cut it back, yeah, I thought, where's Harry Kane? And he was further back than where he would normally be. I thought, it's just... when I cut it back, you immediately look, is he going to be there? Is he going to be there? Sure, that's going to be a throw into England. Sub. Good sub. Harry Kane's off. Harry Kane's off. Ollie Watkins on. Ollie Watkins on. Scored the winner against the Netherlands. Right, now, just look for those passes in behind. Give him something to run on to. Cobby. Jude. Pass. Good pass. Out to Saka. Walker. Declan Rice. Gay. He could play a Gay. He really is. One thing you have learnt today when it comes to him is big game, he's up for it. He's up for it, big games. Walker, good pass out to Bukayo Saka. Go on, take him on. Certainly Spain. Foul! 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 And book him! Book him! Yellow card! Where is the yellow card referee? I want a yellow...
And the referee has got to book him, I think.
So where's the card then? Where's the card?
That is a stonewall yellow.
So where's the card then? Where's the card?
Has to be a yellow card. No? Alright. Right, it's just become pretty arbitrary now. The consistency's just kind of, we'll give yellow cards when we want to now. Right, Phil Foden got to deliver it. Good delivery. Good delivery. Danger. Even if you do one of those whips, it ends up in the back of the net. Ball in. No. Oh, fucking another England free kick or corner. 2 passes later, it's at Jordan Pickford's feet. Long ball. You got that. You got that. You got that. Well done. Well done. Really well done. That's better, Phil Foden. Saka. Bellingham. Good turn. Shoot! Shoot! Oh. Is that a corner? Nah, it's mine. And bear in mind, now that we're nearly 65 minutes, get ready for, I mean, the ultimate time wasters is the Spanish team. It is bred into them, into the DNA. They are the ultimate time wasters. Get ready for these goal kicks to take a good 45 seconds every single time. Or everything will be a foul that will require treatment. Even if it's not a foul, it will again require serious treatment on the pitch. It's going to be a Simeone-style masterclass. Walker, long ball over the top. Oh, that corner. Watkin wanted a corner. Did you get a touch on that? But just that ball, we couldn't do that 2 minutes ago. Couldn't do that 2 minutes ago. Harry Kane still being in his own half. Simon goes long. And now England have got the ball. Now they're going long. Better. I mean, I'd still be looking at going, I'd go Foden, come off, get Cole Palmer on, get Bellingham through the middle, have width on either side. Need width on either side. I get that there's an argument to be made that you go, Bellingham comes off because he's done nothing, but he's always got a goal in him. Here they come. Here they come. Yabo. He's in behind. Wasn't a good touch. Pickford saves. A good save. Good save. That was the moment for them as well. That was the moment. And that's what I was saying before. As much as Luke Shaw, brilliant first half, wins every single duel, just takes one, just takes two. That's all it takes. Ball in. Counter if you can. Cobby. Support him. Oh. Get Cole Palmer on. More changes. It's not working. And of course that means Spain are making changes. Morata's off. Chris Katsu says, remember when you were ahead versus the Dutch and were calling for the ball to be passed back or put out? Is that not time wasting? No. Time wasting is going down, cynical fouls, going down saying you need treatment or whatever. Passing the ball back or going into the corner is not time wasting. I mean, you're actively... Is the ball still in play? I mean proper dark art stuff. And that was in the 90th minute. It's a bit different than 65. Let's take a minute to take a goal kick. Here's Kyle Walker. Olmo. Yamal. Stones headed it really weird direction. Dark arts, okay. Well, I would have a... I would say that once you get into 90 minutes, you're definitely going to try and waste time by kicking the ball, put it in a corner or whatever. 65 minutes or 68 minutes, making sure you go down, you get treatment, blah, 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 ball in, is a bit different. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing, by the way. I'm not saying like they should be banned for that. I'm saying that England have to manage it. Allow that not to happen. Ball across goal. I remember United played Atletico in the Champions League a couple of years ago. And they just allowed it to happen, basically, which is do the stupid fouls. Allow them to chop the game up. If you're an attacking team in that, it's on you. Keep the ball. Don't do silly fouls. Don't play into the game plan. Game management. Cobby's off. I mean, to be fair, he hasn't really got in the ball. He hasn't got on the ball at all. So who does that mean is dropping deep? Go on! Go on! Oh, Watkins. Nearly. But that's the difference of having pace. Oh, fucking Bellingham, man. Some of the players that have started this game have had stinkers. Like Harry Kane has had a stinker. Jude Bellingham has had a stinker in this match. Foden, another one, really quiet, had a stinker. Declan Rice, you're right, had another one, had a stinker. "19 minutes to go. A1 offside, but it's not being given. Now giving it. How long are you going to take, referee, man? I'm not sure what the purpose of leaving that one that long for. I get it if it's going to lead to a goal scoring opportunity. So you let it play out. Oh, Bellingham again. Oh, dude, what are you doing? Ayazabal. Oh. Saka. Into the box. Bellingham gives up. Palmer! Yes! Cole Palmer, come on! Come on! Come on! Come on! He's actually a Man United fan. That's where he learned it. That's where he learned it. What a goal! What a goal! And that, to be fair, is why you do keep on Jude Bellingham. As shit as he's been, as rubbish as he's been, he's just got an assist. Come on! Come on! Come on! Oh. Right. Pole position. Go and attack the game. Go win the game. Look at this. Bellingham does brilliant, actually. Look at that. Brilliant little touch. Cole Palmer. Can you finish it? Bottom corner. Brilliant. Outside the box. And look at that. Just side foots it. Side foots it. Little deflection. Who gives a shit? Come on. Come on.
Believe.
Oh, shit. I've set off my watch. Loud environment. Piss off.
Believe. 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 Alright, go on, England. Go with it. It is there. I tell you what, that is Cole Palmer. That is Cole Palmer. Outside the box, side-footed. I'm not going to put my foot through it. I'm just going to guide it into the corner. Bellingham. And you got space again. Go on, Palmer. Go on, Palmer. Out to Bukayo Saka. Take him on if you want. Well done. Across goal. Oh. Come on. Come on. Come on. Believe. Believe.
Ah. And now Spain, Red Devils 99 is right. Spain will be thinking we should have been 3-2 up. Excuses. Saka. Palmer again. He's up for it. He is up for it.
Believe.
75 minutes, 15 minutes to go. Spain 1, England 1. Walker throws it all the way back. Don't you fucking dare. Back to Pickford again. Still.
Believe.
Can still England. Still England. Isn't it? First real shot on target. I know it's not officially our first shot on target, but our first chance, and it was kind of like half chance. I think I broke my headphones by screaming. It's all like crackling, but who cares?
Oh, sorry.
It's there. Come on, it's there. Spain on the attack. Out wide to Yamal. Declan Rice, just be careful. Zubimendi. Linamand. Got to do your defensive work. Carvajal. Linamand.
Believe.
That's all I've got. I can't even talk at this point. My mouth is so dry. Spain looking just to resettle. But the goal from Williams ruled out by a Gareth Southgate substitute again. Ball in. Watch the back post. Oh, Kyle Walker. You are honestly, it's gonna. Ball in. Good header. I want a foul, referee. Oh, you.
How dare you?
Corner to Spain. Corner. It's going to be an in-swinger. Ball in. Headed. Good header. Ollie. Out to him. Cole Palmer. Hoof! Out for a throw. Come on, Gareth. Come on. We're all on the same page now. It's going to be a Spanish throw. It's now like, since we've scored that goal, the whole England team collectively has gone, shit, we scored. We're back in the game. Bit of Spanish possession again. Reverse pass. Ah, Mark Gay. Little slip, but he has been brilliant. I tell you what as well. Depending on how this goes, you talk about, look at this finish. Cole Palmer. Cole Palmer. I don't care. I honestly, I don't care how it goes in. Whatever. That's it, David Seaman. Not a very good kick. But Mark Gay, he'd be in contention to be England's man of the match. Brilliant. Laporte. Less than 10 minutes remain. Just felt like immediately after that goal, Spain were there for the taking. They were properly on the ropes and just... It's like England got a knockdown and then suddenly they could have gone for the kill. But it went to the next round. Palmer lost the ball. Williams. Olmo. Good save, Jordan Pickford. Oh, it's a poor finish. He should score. But it's a save by Pickford. Yamal should score. Realistically, Spain in this game could have had 3 or 4 at this point. But they should score. But Pickford makes the save. Let's just do a quick heart rate check once again. Sounds normal. Carvajal. Williams. Well done, Kyle Walker. Nacho's coming on. I mean, you start having to eventually ask the question when it comes to Luke Shaw, how long can he actually play with him? Then you're also looking at getting Phil Foden off the pitch, maybe putting on a Anthony Gordon, or he's put on Eze before, hasn't he? Just something a bit fresher. Less than 7 minutes remain. 1-1. Is there going to be one last England chance? Nacho. Williams. Ruiz. Carvajal. Well done. But, I mean, we're playing for penalties at this point. I mean, we are hanging on. We're hanging on. Corner. Gareth, you've got to do something again. They are firmly knocking at the door. I bet they could have, maybe should be like 3-1 up. They're not. But warnings. Warnings, warnings, warnings. Ball in. Headed by Stones. Saka. And we're just kind of hoofing it forward. We're just kind of hoofing it forward just to try and get through the rest of the 90. We're waiting for something bad to happen. Yamal in behind. Well done, Jordan Pickford. Right, can you make something of this, or are you just going to try and keep the ball? Kyle Walker. I mean, honestly, man. Gay. Yeah, Kieran Trippier's warming up. I think Shaw's going to come off. Just a long ball. Going to go up for a throw. I mean, it's no... Make it, make it, make it, make it. Ah! Yeah, it was coming. I told you it was coming. Well, I told you we're hanging on. Hanging on. Subs weren't done quick enough. Subs weren't done quick enough. I said it. I said it. I said we're hanging on. We're hanging on. Subs need to be done now. Too late. Too late. You're asking for it. When Yamal missed that one-on-one and Pickford made the save, it was then. The subs need to be made the next time the ball went out. That's when it needed to be. That's when it was. That was the moment. Look, tracking back. That'll be it. I mean, yeah, not offside. Didn't think it was. Palmer. You can only get lucky so many times. Ah! That was a chance as well. That was actually a proper chance. Just a better touch. Just a better touch. He's in. Ivan Toney. Oh fuck it. Now Phil Foden comes off. He should have come off 10 minutes ago. This is the thing. This is the thing. We mentioned about the subs and all that kind of stuff, but you can only be reactive for so long. It will catch up to you eventually. Yamal. Corner for England, Cole Palmer. Ball in. Header! Oh, yeah! Oh, off the line! Oh. First time a good ball in. Declan Rice header. Gay off the line. First time a good corner's been in the whole game as well. Phil Foden's taken rubbish corners the whole game. Cole Palmer actually has a chance to put a good ball in. That's the difference. Put crosses into the box. Actually, good deliveries. We've had corners and free kicks in this game where we just haven't delivered the ball in good enough. Oh, what the fuck is that? But unless something happens, the story will be that once again, you can only be reactive with your substitutions or your changes for so long. Oh, now this is what we can't do. This is what I mentioned. Don't allow this kind of stuff to start happening. Don't give away silly fouls. Don't give away stupid instances where they can now get the clock down. Because they will look for it. Exactly. That's the dark arts. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying about managing the game. Got to manage the game. In these moments, don't allow that to happen. Because now, already, look. Nearly already 2 minutes of stoppage time. Rice. And actually what you would say is don't hoof it. Get the ball down. Play it. Okay, wasn't expecting it. That's going to be a foul. Well done. Pickford's going to take. Ball in. Saka. That's not a... This is what I was saying. I told you. I told you. This is what I was saying. I told you. Fuck, I told you. Oh. "30 seconds left. That'll be a foul. And there you go. Game over. Spain win the European Championship. And unfortunately, once again, England fall at the final hurdle. And look, first of all, congratulations to Spain. They were the better team. They deserved to win. They have been the best team in the tournament. And they were the best team in this match. They won it 2-1. They probably should have won the game. Probably 3 or 4-1. They had those chances. I would look at, once again, Gareth Southgate in terms of the sub that he made positively changed the game and bringing on Cole Palmer. But I'd also look at, for the sort of 5-10 minutes before the goal, it was very, very, very clear that we needed to make subs. He didn't make it. And as much as, you know, he gets praised throughout the tournament, you then have to say that you can't keep... What's the phrase? What's the thing on here about getting away with it, constantly getting away with it? Can't keep getting away with it. You won't keep getting away with it when it comes to all that kind of stuff, right?
You can't keep getting away with it!
And eventually you won't. If you're reactive when it comes to substitutions, if you delay making them, eventually it will catch up with you. It caught up with us. They were on the ropes when we scored. If we went for the kill then, we might have won the game. We played for extra time. They had a big chance with Yamal just before Pickford makes the save. And we could have and should have changed the game there, brought players on. We didn't. We played for extra time. We didn't make the subs. And we got punished because of it by the better team. Harry Kane, I get why he started, but he should have come off at half-time. Clearly there's something wrong with him. And it's deserved. I can't come out of this game being like, oh, we deserve better, we were robbed. Spain have been the best team. It's almost a bit of a rare occasion, because it isn't always the case in tournament football. The best team won the whole tournament. They were the best team in the tournament. They deserved to win the tournament. And some of the instance where we have got lucky and fortunate in this tournament eventually have come back to bite us, because you can't keep getting away with it. You know, if you do get a bit of luck when you make subs late or what have you, you have to learn. You have to learn from those mistakes. You have to go, tell you what, next time I've got to be more proactive. I've got to be quicker. I've got to read the game better. And once again, and this was my criticism of Gareth Southgate before the tournament, it'll be my criticism of Gareth Southgate after the tournament, which will be in the big matches, when it matters to make the big decisions, read the match, see how it's going, versus a better coach, he will fall short. And that is what happened again today. But look, England made the final. I didn't think they were going to make the final in the tournament. So it is an achievement, no doubt about it. In my lifetime, I've now seen England play in 2 major finals, which is, you know, it's great. But yeah, we didn't deserve to win. Didn't win, you know. I'm not happy about it, obviously. I'm not like, see, I was right about Gareth Southgate. But the worries kind of came up and reared their heads again, didn't it? Which is just big games. You need to make key decisions, right decisions. And you can't be reactive. You have to be proactive. You have to see how the game is going and where it's going and make the changes. And you didn't do that. So that's Gareth Southgate. Indeed, that's Gareth Southgate. But, you know, going into the game must be stressed. I mentioned that my heart said England, my head said Spain, because they're the better team. And I suppose it does do football justice in a sense that the best team won. Spain, absolutely the best team in Europe in this competition. No doubt about it. Since the very first game they played, you know, like sometimes you can have the thing of you grow into a competition. Spain have played this good from the very first game and have just carried on playing good, if not better. So they absolutely do deserve to win. Obviously, I'm gutted, but you have to be humble in victory and humble in defeat. And no doubt about it, it's absolutely deserved. A couple of members, chaps. Daniel Luciano, a member for 17 months, says, such a tough loss, but I want to say thank you. I just want to say you've made these Euros so much more enjoyable. Thank you for all the time you have taken. We thank you. I thank you for watching, and thank you for 17 months of support. Lucas, been a member for 2 years, says, well done, Owen, for keeping us company at this Euros. Tough loss for England, lost to a better team, but now looking forward to Man U season. Yes, Manchester United are back now tomorrow. International football is done, and Manchester United will be playing Rosenborg in Norway tomorrow. It's kickoff at 5 o'clock. I will be live about 4. We're also going to be live in the morning, 9 a.m. as per usual when it comes to the transfer view. And like I said, right before the match kicked off, I said now that it's finished. Thank you for tuning in for all of the Euros. As I mentioned, I know that there are a million other Euro streams on YouTube or on all the different platforms around this time of the year. So you have a wide selection to choose from. So the fact that you've chosen us and chosen myself to keep you company, I hope you've enjoyed the chatter, the nonsense, whether it's here, whether it's on playback. And I guess we'll see you in an international asylum in 2 years' time for the World Cup, assuming that England do make it. So big up, really appreciate it. And I'll be back for another solo match for you tomorrow, to be fair, but Man United. We can now go back to talking about club football indeed. So the England talk finally ends. But big up, appreciate everyone that's tuned in, appreciate everyone that's liked, subscribed, got involved in the chat. And now we move back on to Man United and club football. So big up. I'm out of here, and I'll see you again tomorrow morning. Peace.